Welcome to the Glassback Guide. I'm Rick Tarleton, gym owner and competitive athlete. When I was younger, I spent 3 years in physical therapy rebuilding my body after a spine injury. These are some of the key daily exercises that built me up from glassback to master level powerlifter and keeps my low back pain free. I recommend seeing a medical professional before starting any workout plan. If any exercise hurts, stop. So we're going to start off with a couple of sets of 4 exercises: squats, hip bridges, plank, and star jacks. Each one of these you're going to do for 10 reps, and these are just to help get the body warmed up. Each one of these you want to work within your full range of motion. You don't want to overdo it, and each week you can add to it by doing 1, 2, or even 3 more sets. Now you'll notice that we're not just sticking to lower body exercises during this time. We're trying to get all the muscles of the body warmed up and working. Remember, the body works as a whole. It's not just your lower back that might be hurt. Next, we're going to work on hip hinge stretching and hip extensions. Now with this, you're going to want to drive the hips back and forth. This is what's going to create that movement. Now with the hip extension, you don't necessarily have to use a yoga ball. You can also use the edge of a couch or a stable bench. Next, we're going to stretch out using cat-cow and scapular push-ups. This is going to allow you to mobilize the lower back and hip complex and the scapula itself. Now your shoulder blades are going to open and close on both of these. You're wanting to get as much movement out of your body as possible. A lot of times things will get hung up and be stiff and cause a lot of extra pain that's unnecessary. You can do a full scapular push-up if necessary. Next, we're going to work on Samson stretch and McGill crunch. Now with the Samson stretch, you want to shift your hips forward. You're going to be stretching out the psoas, which is a band of muscle that runs from your spine through your hip complex and to the front of your leg. This really affects the lower back. Now with the McGill crunch, you're going to want to hold for a 10 count each side. Now because we're doing this on timed sets, usually 30 to 60 seconds, you don't necessarily have to keep count of the number of reps total that you get. Just make sure with these you're really compressing the lower back into the floor. Next, we're doing seated Piriformis stretch and hip rocker stretches. This is for the outside of the hips and the glutes. Now with this, make sure that you're keeping your face forward. Don't try to rotate at the torso. Just pull the hip across. And same thing with the hip rocker stretch. We're just rocking our hips to the outside. We can assist ourselves by pulling our knees towards the floor. This is going to stretch out the lower back. Now we're going to get into hamstring stretch and external hip rotations. Now with the hamstring stretch, it is not too difficult to do. Just pull behind the hamstring and pull your toes towards your head. Now with the external hip rotation, we just get to a starting bridge and push out on one of the knees. If you want to expand upon that and stretch the hip further, you can reach through and pull on the other leg, and that's going to help assist your stretch. Next, we're going to work on bird dogs and dead bugs. Now, you're going to want to move slow and controlled with these, trying to keep the back as stable as possible. Reaching opposite arm and opposite leg away from the middle of the body. Now on dead bugs, make sure you're pushing your lower back flat to the floor. And if you want to expand upon this and make it a little more challenging, feel free to line up a roller and lay on it while performing your dead bug. And these are just some of the exercises that I've used to rebuild my body, and hopefully we're going to be able to strengthen your lower back and make it bulletproof. Welcome to the Glassback Guide. I'm Rick Tarleton, gym owner and competitive athlete. When I was younger,